CBD, 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 CBD. No drugs are taken on this podcast because narcotics are illegal. CBD, baby, baby, baby. What's going on, y'all? Light Father, Light Son podcast coming at you again. You already know who this is. This Creed's Rounding. Voila. And this man to my right is my pop, Big Papa.
Peace. What's up?
How you doing?
Doing great, man. How you doing today?
Doing pretty well. Last week episode when we had that special guest, feel like a couple days ago. It's amazing how quickly these weeks be going. So yeah, we back though. Another edition.
That's
Um,
right.
like I said, this Light Father Light Side podcast. Before we get started, I always like to get it popping the same way. Pop, man, I love you. Super proud of you. Let's get it. Let's keep kicking ass. That's how it goes.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love you too. I'm proud of you too. Hey, this is just for educational purposes on my hand. That's it.
That's it. That's it. Well, let's jump right into it, Pop, because we behind a little bit today, but it's all good. Let's jump right into it. I woke up this morning to a text message from you, and I didn't know who the man was, but I made sure to look it up. And I told you, responded to you, that I was going to do my research on this guy. And the
Yes.
text message I received from you this morning was Marcellus Williams, who
Yes,
is a
sir. That's
gentleman based out of Missouri. This man was charged with a crime of having killed a woman. To be fair, I didn't get the chance to read the whole like why he was in jail, like why he got arrested in the first place. So I can't report on that accurately. So I'm just gonna say he was arrested for having killed a woman. And then he was put on death row from the state of Missouri. But against all odds, or I guess for the odds were in his favor that the DNA didn't match from the murder. There were some witnesses saying that he must have not have been there, and also family members of the young woman who was slain also stood up on his behalf and went to the government. The district attorney of the state of the city that they live in or the county that they live in also objected to the governor. The governor's the only guy with the power. The DA went to the governor and objected about this. It was overturned, and Marcellus Williams died either today or yesterday. I can't remember. Or I'm
well,
not sure about that. But he has
well,
been murdered by the state, maybe illegally, and there's going to be an uproar about it. How do you feel about this, Pop? And did I report this correctly? Is this the same stuff you're hearing?
just the stuff I read. Uh, the DNA didn't match, and it was considered tampered with.
There was evidence of tampering. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
and they had that was the only thing that they had. Nothing else. They didn't have nobody saying, "Yeah, he did it."
So they didn't have witnesses.
They didn't have nothing.
Okay.
They didn't have. They convicted him, and even when the truth came out, they still decided to overlook the truth and do what they wanted to do, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, that is true, and they killed him yesterday. This is a fact. They killed him yesterday, Tuesday, around 6 p.m.
Got you. Got you.
So
So did you hear about the DA saying something to the governor?
yes, all of that is true.
Okay.
All of that is true. All everything you said is correct.
Yeah.
Everything you said is correct. Did it
What did they
anyway.
claim he had done in the first place?
Murdered that girl.
Just
Brutally
like it
murdered.
wasn't.
Huh?
Yeah, I figured if they gave him death, it was going to be something gruesome, like on top of the
Yeah.
murder. You know what I'm saying? I figured, so maybe I don't know. I don't want to put nothing out there because I didn't do my research. But if it was just murder, that's pretty nuts. They sentence him to death these days. That's very crazy. But
And like you said, as far as the the slain victim, as far as family, they were saying, "Yo, we don't want him to have the death penalty. You know,
Right.
give him. We had never come out. Don't give him the death penalty
But if the DNA didn't match, why would he even why give him life?
because they got something they can't admit that they fucked up.
Right.
He's gonna have
Even
to
though it's
prove
not
that.
their sins, that's you
Yep.
literally carrying the sins of your father, and you don't need to do that.
Let's look at this. We're all in an uproar over who's going to be president.
Yes.
And we don't look at the smaller things that's still part of that judicial area of the government, the
Yeah.
three forms. So, having said that, the governor wouldn't do what was right when the victim's family is asking him. He gonna do what he want.
Got you.
DAs are gonna do what they want. Judges is gonna do what they want. Let's get back to that judge here in a minute. Police are gonna do what they want. So my point is, if Donald Trump becomes president, and I'm not even talking about his background, I'm just talking about everything under him. If Donald Trump becomes president, is all of this other misbehavior going to stop? Cops lying on people, cops shooting people. They just shot one other day in New York City.
Right.
Are these judges going to stop doing what they're doing? Illegal judges doing crooked stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This black judge that was on the Young Thug trial in the beginning had to recuse himself. Got caught. Got caught. And got mad because he got caught. Let's reverse it now. The answer to that is no. They're
No.
going to continue doing this shit. So let's
Yes.
reverse it. If Kamala wins, you think any of that shit going to change?
No.
No.
It might ramp up. Frankly, it might ramp up.
Yep. 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 It doesn't matter who the fucking president is. We the people, in order to save ourselves, no matter how much money you think you got, no matter how rich, no matter how big your house, no matter what it's worth,
Yeah.
if we don't start trying to save ourselves as the American people, we're gonna
Hmm.
all be screwed, man. They're gonna take every right you have in the Constitution without you knowing it, and when you try to flex it, something bad is gonna happen to you because
Oh
it's no
no.
longer
Yeah.
going.
That's going to be a crime to exercise your right soon. It's going to be
It's
a crime.
already. It's already. They call it obstruction.
Mhm.
It's already
Obstruction.
a.
They call it
You understand?
demonetizing your page. They'll take your money away from your page if you say the wrong thing on the internet. It's like I can watch a man get murdered, and I can watch two strangers have sex on the camera on the internet. That's cool. I can watch a man get murdered by a cop, but me calling somebody the wrong name, that's too far. Who's making the
Yeah.
rules anymore? It's
That
ridiculous.
that's my point. See, we caught up in the wrong things, man. Who gonna win president? And they throw shit at us to keep you confused so you don't think about it. The Mark Robinsons, oh, he said this, or oh, he did. You know what? The fact of the matter is, we the people supply these people with jobs, no matter
Yeah,
what your name is, no matter who you are.
yeah.
And we have to understand that. We have to take that back.
Well,
Your
the
kid,
governor of Missouri automatically needs to be held accountable if there's rules set up against what happened. He's got the authority to do it. So if there was anything that if he had the opportunity to stop it and he got ample timing, he's culpable for murder.
Well,
Murder by the state.
let's look at this again, brother. If the evidence was tampered with
Hmm.
now, now, then
Yeah.
this was tampered with then.
Yeah. Tampering. What does that mean? Do
You
you have my DNA or not? Do you
if
have
it
my
was tampered,
DNA or not?
you read it. If it was tampered with now,
Right.
it was tampered with when it happened.
I'm so afraid of what people are capable of doing these days and stuff, man. Like you just don't know. You might get ran up on by a cop, get your ass beat, they draw a little blood off of you, get their DNA sample on you, and then tell you, listen, man, you're gonna do what I say. Or I swear to God, you'll be a terrorist in a week. I will plant this where it needs to be at. You'll be a terrorist overnight.
You see, and they're the terrorists because they figuring it out. You remember one time when they was out there gang banging, they used to throw on the heavy leather gloves.
Mhm.
Now you see more and more of them wearing those rubber gloves.
Mhm.
When they grab you, that glove is going to grip your DNA. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Their DNA, their hand is going to be on the inside of the glove. But when they put their hand on you, your
Right.
DNA is going to be on the outside of that glove.
Yeah. Flip it inside out. They got your DNA. They
That's
grab a little
why,
bit of hair,
yeah.
all of that.
Well, no, their skin follicles, all of that, they got it.
Mhm.
That's why when they pull you over, they always touch the back of your car. You'll hear them tap your car.
I'm so happy you know that. I was just about to say that actually. I'm so happy you know that. They leave their DNA on your car every single time. That is not
Yep.
their right either. Like, who said that that was allowed? You just like, they tell us what to be mad about. And it's like, hold up. Now, if the guy happens to get killed or something down the road, this guy's DNA is on the trunk of my car, huh? Who said that
Yep.
that was allowed? I don't want that. That belongs to him. Like, take that,
Yep.
and you deserve you. The rule ought to be after you finish pulling me, if we gonna do that, because I get it. There's a safety thing. If I killed you and put you in my trunk, that's a safety thing. Like I get it, but you need to sanitize my car when you touch it. If that's gonna be the case, I don't want you touching it. It's a violation of my
Yep.
rights. But if you have
Yep.
to, then you need to sanitize your fingerprint off my car, because
Your
that's insane.
filth.
You're filth.
Get
Yes.
your filth off of me. Go home to your family and lay your filth on them, not on me, on my stuff.
They touch your ID, y'all start taking DNA samples of these people. They touch your ID and hand it back to you. Get a fingerprint off of their asses. Start. It's time for us to start doing our jobs, guys. Me too.
Well,
I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying. I'm easing my way in the door. I know my pop. He's certainly making changes where he at, trying to get off the grid. I'm trying to get on the front lines with this whole government situation with these sketch balls. Y'all gotta start. We gotta start doing our work, guys. We got to. Because if it's time to get upset, then the governor of Missouri needs his ass kicked. And
yeah,
anybody
because
involved with that.
I mean, no matter who's the president, man, this stuff is gonna still go down, man, and that's not fair to the people, man.
Mm-mm.
That's not fair to the people.
So
The ones that
that
the ones that put these people in place in office, they were supposed to be our employees.
hmm
They just switched the whole game up.
but no, but we poisoned ourselves though. It's like, man, We too busy on Facebook. We too busy on Instagram showing coochie, showing degeneracy. It's like, man, this is it was purposeful, but we still it was slaughter to the it's lamb to the slaughter. We killed ourselves though. We walked into the pit knowing what was gonna happen. We walked
Yep.
clean into this. It's a
Yep.
really bad issue. So, oh no,
Yep.
I'm not gonna go down to that governor's office today because, especially if it was, God forbid, it was like 8 o'clock p.m. It's like, oh man, American Idol's on. I ain't leaving. Nah, the Chiefs are playing. I ain't leaving the house. Like we kill ourselves. Now them holding it at 1:30 is crazy work. They disgusting for that. They disgusting for that. But it's a reason why they do that. We can't,
Everything,
gotta watch ourselves.
everything. There's a reason behind everything. That's what we got to understand. There's a reason, and they pass those little bills so you don't know. And the sad thing is, it takes for somebody to get hurt or
Yep.
somebody to care. You know
Yep.
what I mean? We all sit around, not my child, not my brother, not my whatever, and we don't pay no attention. We turn our cheek until it is your brother,
Mm-hmm.
your mother, your child. Then you want
So
everybody to feel sympathy for you when you should
yeah,
be putting the work in for yourself.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Because the energy's gonna die out, man. I do know that, and I know like yours won't though. Your battery is built differently. Just take for example, you got an imaginary son and he gets killed out there. Like your battery isn't gonna stop. But first you're gonna have people that's backing you up. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We with you, man. We with you. Al Sharpton might even call. I'm here for you, brother. And then 6 months, two
Yep.
years, 10 years down the road, your battery won't even have depleted. But the hot air from everybody else, that's gone now. That's gone now. So it's like we gotta put the work in now. Know who your sheriff is. So when they kill your boys and they kill your little girls, you can call somebody's ass by name and hold that man responsible or that woman
Yeah.
responsible. Who cares
On it.
about the president? Or at least in the
Yep.
large scheme of things, in the everyday things, you have to consider who your local folks is, man. Because you could have a
Yeah.
blue country. Let's just say if the blue people win or the red people win, what's that got to do with your local sheriff? And your sheriff and the local DA, they clicking. They know each other. Oh yeah, they cool with the police department chief too. They all homeboys. They all the same party. But
Yep.
like you think you might have won because of some nah, dude. It's a trick. It's a trick, man. So speaking of which, though, this is a nice transition into this thing. I heard you speaking on it earlier, but I did a little research last week, but we had the guest never got to it. A Kentucky sheriff has been charged in the fatal shooting of a judge. He pleads not guilty. Letcher County Sheriff Sean M. Steins wound up shooting Judge Kevin Mullins. They claim that the motive is unclear so far, but he shot the judge in his chambers. So, what I kind of heard the accent of what you were speaking on, but do you want to follow up on that? Because the report that I read today claims this is the official report, ABC, NPR, whatever. They're claiming that the motive is absolutely unclear.
Yeah. I heard that, and I don't really want to elaborate on it because it's not facts.
Mhm.
But I did hear two separate rumors at the very beginning when it happened.
Mhm.
Before it got on the news, I heard about it, and I did hear two different factors. But I won't. I'll elaborate more once I find more because the
Yeah.
truth is going to come out,
Yes.
and I got a good feeling that what I've heard is probably correct.
Okay.
but I need to put facts on that one.
Understood.
I want these.
Understood.
It's crazy. How about on the subway trains in Brownsville, New York?
Okay. This sounds like a
Now,
crack house already.
yo, man, New York City's been under investigation. They got allegations of not the mayor himself, which is that black guy, I can't think of his name, but his people in his party and shit like that is going out bamboozle voters and shit so he could re-win an election. And
Gotcha.
it was some money being thrown around and shit like that. They actually got the police commissioner, they had him resign. It was either today or yesterday. The commissioner, he answers to the mayor. That's it. He got caught up in some bull crap. They forced him to resign. Get out of here. Get out of here. They got another one, a judge. He looks like a Hawaiian guy. He facing charges, messing with people.
Mm.
Young is referring to. We vote these people in, like I just said, and we think because they got a title
Mm.
in front of their name or behind their name that they are holier than thou. These are everyday people. There are
Human.
police that, yeah, they are police that like children. There are mayors that like children. There are Congress people that like children.
Yep.
There are judges that like to drink. It's they are everyday people.
I'm
They are
just asking
everyday.
you. This is just realistic. You're a handsome fellow. I'm sure they was killing you when you was young. Did you get advances by older women too when you was growing up? Women who was it would have been illegal if you got up with them and they pressed you.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not. This ain't just how we're crazy accusing everybody of being freaks. Actually went through it. Know what's going on. The
yeah,
women freaks too. They freaks too. I talk crazy to a 15-year-old boy. For real.
yeah.
For real. It's
They
really crazy.
and this goes back to what we started off with. It doesn't matter what damn president is in office. They gonna do that shit anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay focused. Stay focused. Realize there's sneaky tricks. There's sneaky games because that's the way the system is designed. It's designed to lure you in, and then they got you. Now you become product of the state. I refuse for anybody to give me that title.
Nah, I don't want it. State property? Hell no. Hell no. Oh my God. So,
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That was with that one scandal they got going on in New York.
okay, currently.
They got body camera footage out now where they ran up on the dude on the L train in
Brown.
Brownsville. They watched him, but he was I don't know what the hell was going on. He was stupid because the little door that you open when you exit in, cops were standing there. So people come out, they getting off the train, they come out, they open that little door. He grabs the door and walk right through
Okay.
in front of the police. So now they get this motherfucker. He at the top of the steps now where the chain is at. I did see a knife in his hand, but
Okay.
they report that he lunged at them and they shot him. But body cameras for to see he got it. They was on the train at first, and he got the gun I mean, the knife in his hand, and two cops on either side of him. So they like put the knife down, put the knife down. So he backed out of the door on the train, back onto the platform.
Okay. But they was
Then
on the train.
they were on the train. Then they got
Cops
off the
on
train,
okay.
huh? Then they
The
got
cops
off the
were on
train.
the train.
Yes.
Got you.
Him.
Okay.
So they got off the train onto the platform, but they still on either side of him. All they
Okay.
do was walk out. Or he walked out. They walked out. They still on the side of him.
Mm-hmm.
Shot the boy.
Mm.
They shot. I think it was 6 times. I think they said
He's a
shot the
goner?
boy. Huh?
He's dead?
No. It grazed the back of his neck. He dropped the knife. Then he went down. But it also one of the shots hit an innocent bystander. Now where he just had a skin wound, the one they were shooting at, he just had
Yeah.
a skin wound.
Right.
The other man right now in the hospital suffering dangerous conditions, man.
Wow.
NYPD, look it up. It's breaking news right now. They tripping.
Oh, wow. I mean, I have been talking about it. See, the issue is that New York City, and we've spoken this before. New York City, to me, I hadn't been across the country, but on the East Coast at least, for all the states that I touched, that's hitting the Atlantic Ocean, from Maine to Florida, New York City was the most beautiful city. It was the gem of the East Coast. And like when you allow people to come in and run the city, and now the city is disgusting, and there's more rats than ever, and there's more people, and it's super expensive to live there. There's no culture there. Like, how are y'all allowing this, man? These people don't love y'all, and the whole job of a governor or a senator is to run the damn protect the people and care for the people. But y'all are allowing people to come in and overtake the place. And it's unfortunate because you had to leave because you knew how bad it was getting. And also, this is obviously before the rent started going nuts. You feel what I'm saying? You'd have to be making $50 just to be poor in New
Right.
York. So it's like, what's the benefit of going there anymore? We've allowed because we left too. We've allowed people to infiltrate that place to turn New York into the actual Gotham. It's Gotham City. It's a
Yeah.
disgusting, vile place, and I
Right.
don't want to have to be there. I hate that I'm saying that about my own home, but they've done it so bad. They've done it so bad. I'm not living there anytime soon. Like it's going to require, like you said, maybe more than the bag, but this is what happens when you sit on your hands and let things be what they are. And then so the people that are our family, no disrespect to our people who actually still live in New York, these people still live in subsidized apartment living given to them by the government. So it's like, man, if your rent's $50 and you barely got a job or whatever, yeah, New York is popping because I always got the fried rice every day. That's pretty dope, right? Hell no.
Mm.
Hell no. Them people still get murdered in them projects. Those are the nastiest places. You can have New York. You can have it. Unless it's the country. I move up north, but I ain't the city, please. Please.
All right, moving up north. It's too cold for me.
That's a good point too. That's a good point.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I need
Syracuse,
trouble.
you gotta invest in a snowmobile and a damn a snow ditcher. Nah, whatever those are called. A snow plow. You gotta get a snow plow and a snowmobile.
And you got to get four-wheel drive vehicles with big mud tires in the winter. Then you got to keep it washed down because that snow, that shit turn right into salt.
Yep. Yep.
Salt
Yeah.
gonna rust everything.
Yep. Yep.
It's a
Mm.
lot of things to think about. But let us move on. Word up.
On to the next one, man. Rest in peace, New York. I hope to God that they can. turn it around because I used to brag about that place, but there's nothing I'm proud of anymore about that place other than the food. Just not my bag anymore. But
It's not interested.
speaking of another place that's wanting to destroy the people that they love, they wildin'. California just passed. This they're trying with this one, but California's still on some BS. But California just passed a law that's banning single-use plastic bags in grocery stores. So the way that we usually go, they used to say back in the day, paper or plastic. Everybody's going, usually with the plastic now. But now in California, the single-use plastic bags are now simply illegal. So
Yeah.
grocery stores are going to have to figure out, or either grocery stores are going to have to start buying paper products, which is still bad for the environment, or they're going to have to just be like Aldi's and you just pack your own stuff. Forget y'all. So
But it's a scam. It's a scam with that. I see the scams and everything. They're gonna sell the paper, but then they're gonna mark it up because they're gonna stamp on the side of it recycled.
mm, mm.
ah, so with that one
Even if you
bag,
do bring your own bags, like you're still gonna have to pay the upcharge that the grocery store is gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep,
paper's gonna be better quality. So if that's the case, and they know that now. By the
yep,
way, when stuff like this happens in California, if they shut down the plastic companies, then the paper companies understand now that their product value just went up. So they're gonna
yep,
charge the grocery stores a shit ton more money for the paper bags than they did last year. And
yep.
the prices it's gonna affect the prices, which affect the bottom line. So
It's
that
all a scam.
get up with your people. That's Gavin Newsom for people who don't know out in California. Don't kick anybody's ass on the federal level. Go get Gavin Newsom. That chumps out there. This guy's passing crazy laws. Go stand on his yard. Go fix your state. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna take it from you. We're all gonna be living
Yep,
in the middle of America. We're gonna love Montana and Wyoming because
yep,
we can't live on the coast no more. It's gonna be it's gonna be so many mixed people, like you said, the mixed race. That'll be the ultimate race one day. Black people having sex with Mexicans and Mexicans having sex with whites, and all of them will be beige people eventually in America. I believe in that theory. But also, everybody like it's gonna be more black people living in the middle of the country than ever, or mixed people living in the middle of the country than ever.
yep,
It's a you better go get your stake in Montana right now. Go get
yep.
your 1,000 acres, like, cause like the coast is whack. The salmon is done for. I had to get some salmon. God, no fresh catch of the day. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's at the lake, but you got to make your sacrifices.
Uh,
You got to make your sacrifice. Clams probably gonna be $10 a dozen, but it's
they right
okay.
now.
But
Uh,
but I got 3, 4 cows on my little 1,000 acres. Like I can give up clams for now. I'll go visit the city and eat all the clams until I burst, and then I'm going back home for real.
See, but the deal is, I know how to clam, so
Mhm.
I want to go and buy 'em from those store with that upcharge on them. I go right there to that beach and get them.
Anyway,
I educate yourself, people.
yeah,
Educate yourself. Take back your rights. Take back your rights.
seriously, like don't demand them. Take them back. They're yours. Like
Stand
they're
on it.
yours. Take them back. And we should be protecting ourselves. The gangs got us so scared when the gangs come up and beat up on people and arrest people for no reason and intimidate people and manipulate folks out there. We really need to start standing up and saying, brother, we not allowing that. Y'all is wilding. Y'all is wilding. Like, okay, if he wilding, take his ass to jail. That's where he need to be. But if not, man, y'all just bothering people. We not allowing this in our neighborhood, man. We taking our neighborhoods back. Taking our neighborhoods back. And not even by no violence. We just ain't taking this, man. And we gonna be
And if
in the mayor's face every One every first Tuesday at 1:30. We gonna make it our purpose. You gotta miss work on Tuesdays. I don't care what the cost is, and some people can't afford it. Matter of fact, those people need to still do their thing. But those who can, man, we in your face. Y'all cops is murdering people. What are you gonna do about it? Oh,
It's gang.
you didn't sign the paperwork so you can speak. Whoa, what's going on? I need to hear from you, lady. Then they want to put me on the ban list, but that's when it's the next man up. The next man. Now you're the guy, and you harass these people like they harass us.
Yeah.
You gonna get your
These are
ass
all
out of here.
these are all gangs, man. These are all gangs. It don't matter if it's the Mexican mafia, the cartel, the Asian mafia, the Bloods, the Crips, MS-30. None of that matters, man. A gang is a gang, man.
A gang is a gang, especially when you got weapons on you. You got weapons on you against people who don't have many weapons. That's a gang.
You could walk up.
That's the whole point of it.
You could walk up in a precinct with your gun. You could walk
Yeah.
up in a court with your gun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That ain't no powerful ass gang.
That's a gang.
You could walk into schools with your gun. You could walk into hospitals with your gun. That's a badass gang.
Let me tell you people also something. Witnesses with my own eyes. When I went down to my local city council meeting, there was two entrances. I, as a civilian, the guy who's paying everybody in that bitch, no lie, I'm not lying. They've taken money from me in some form or fashion. You too, anybody watching, my pop, they're taking money from you. I had to walk through a metal detector. I was fresh off
Yeah,
from work with steel toe boots, so they gave me extra hell. I had to take off from work. I had the steel toe joints. They gave me extra help, and I'm like, okay, cool. Wallet out. Embarrassing. My lighter, my cigarettes. They know all my vices already. So boom, I walk in. I'm like, cool. Two cops walk in. They beside me, but they hit the other entrance. They don't get searched. They don't get a wand. They don't get a drug dog. Nothing. They get nothing. A bomb dog. Nothing. So I just want y'all to know that that's how much trust that our government officials have in our city police, not county, not government police, city police. They got that much trust in them people that they walking in and out of our government buildings with weapons. Yeah, they wilding. I'm just saying, ouch. What you gonna catch me
yeah.
with? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
It's
I
crazy,
had
man.
the risk that if somebody else snuck a gun in there, that a cop would be able to save my life and I wouldn't be able to save my own. I'm not with that.
You gotta put your life in somebody else's hand.
Yes, yes. Mm.
Jesus.
Anyway, sorry, man. I didn't mean to go off on this government. I've been wanting trying to get that out for a while. I feel like, but on to some better news. Kind of still tragic. Well, actually, leave this bit political. We got a few more real quick. Oh, Donnie T's. Donnie T's. Donald Trump said something that I actually agree with. I agree with. That's all I can say. I agree. I agree with this sentiment. John Deere has been acting up lately, where they ain't been paying their employees, and the employees wind up going on strike. A few years ago, it was a pretty big deal all across the
Yep.
country, and they went on strike. And John Deere is raking in a huge amount of money. But now, because that strike has happened, nobody brings this up in the news, but they bringing up Donald Trump. But because that strike has happened, John Deere has made a decision. I think it's got specifically what to do with that new contract with the people, the labor union. John Deere decided they're going to move most of their manufacturing jobs down to Mexico. Okay, that means all of those people that was fighting for their career are now simply going to lose their jobs, and we know this. These people are going to get laid off. The same people that was fighting for their rights, and they wound up winning that settlement they're going to get fired. They're going to get laid off. Donald Trump said, John Deere, I ain't going to do the voice. He says, I got a lot of John Deere products. I think they're the best. I got a lot of John Deere products. John Deere, if you take your ass down to Mexico, I'm going to put a 200% tariff on your head because you're not going to go to Mexico and go make cheaper product and sell it to the American people for the same price. Hell no. Hell no. Said 200% tariff on it. Now the issue with that is, if he does that, if John Deere does that, eventually foreign companies are going to start selling more tractors. You know what I'm saying? In the country, he's going to have to dictate that everybody pays a tariff, or otherwise, he's now putting an incentive against an American-based company that's working out of Mexico. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
So,
Here's another problem. Here's another problem to add to what you're saying. If you got a John Deere product
mhm,
and they move to Mexico and
mhm,
they start putting that tax on them,
yeah,
how you gonna get your parts when they break down?
it's absolutely gonna kill you. Yes, as the customer, absolutely, absolutely,
You need a starter for that.
right.
John Deere the only one. Shit.
Yep, yep. It's gonna be
Now,
local dealership. Go ahead.
now a regular zero turn starter will cost you $2,000.
Yes, yes. And there's going to be a lot of independent businesses that contracts out with John Deere that sell their products.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? A lot of those businesses are going to go under instantly because they can't afford the inventory. They're going to go under instantly. A lot of them. So I hope John Deere makes the right decision, but I also understand why Trump would hit them with that fee because you're not going to keep doing this, and you lost the contract with the labor union. Like y'all lost it, y'all lost. You had to settle. So boom, like don't try to recover now. You're gonna have to. I say keep your ass in America because if you're gonna sell out American jobs, you need to pay for it. But I also feel that capitalism is what it is. I should be able to open my business wherever I want to without paying the price. But that's the name of the game. How do you feel about that though?
I think it'll hurt us. I think we could benefit, and I think it'll hurt us. But let me start by saying that's in the beginning of this. That's kind of like contradiction.
Okay.
Somebody we know lose a settlement.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay either.
Yes.
You get sued. Some people they don't want to pay either. And when
Okay.
I say something, I think you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You follow me? The
I'm
ones making
hoping
these
so.
comments,
Yeah.
the ones
Yeah.
that's making these.
Yes.
When you get sued, you don't want to pay either. So
Hmm.
you can't fault anybody on that.
Right.
But let us move on. Let us move on over that. In that aspect, you're contradicting yourself. But I think it'd be a tragedy for American people if they packed up and left for more
Yes.
than one reason. I think it'd be really bad because those people they fucked up their careers. That you took everything from these people. Number one,
Yes.
and again, number two, the American people. I got to pay 3 times what this product is actually worth. Imagine
Yes.
if you got one of the fucking $2 million um what is it called?
Use
Turbine,
practice.
fucking-
Yeah.
the ones
With
that
the
harvest the
attachment.
corn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got the little bush sticking out the front of them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All of that stuff can
Now,
come up to $1 million. If you get the full set, you can easily spend $1 million on them
well,
products.
well over a million with John Deere
Yeah.
products. Over a million. So
Yeah.
now again, that's go out on that big motherfucker. It's time to harvest 300 acres of corn.
Mm-hmm.
You screwed.
Yeah, my starter went out.
You
Yeah, and I
screwed.
got 2 days to get it done. I got 2 days, or it's gonna be over. It's gonna be worms in it. I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
300, 300 acres. You
Damn.
threw.
Yeah, and I need something
I,
dependable. I can't get no foreign situation where I'm gonna have to
it ain't.
order the pieces from another country. I
Yep.
need that John Deere. What's going on? That's what
Yep.
my granddaddy taught me. Like, what are we doing, man? Matter of fact, John
Damn.
Deere so dependable. Some boys still got their granddaddy tractor.
Yeah.
Still got their granddaddy tractor. Putting in big work. Putting in big the 64 model, pop.
That's what I'm saying. Third generation farmers.
Yes.
That big block 64 model
Yes,
with the
sir.
big
Got the spring seat. They got no seat at all. You gotta you gotta go ahead and put a new seat in because that's trash. Spring loaded seat. Hell nah. For real. Hell nah. Rusty as can be, but I swear the engine. We got a mutual friend. Oh Fred. That thing fire up, right? How old is
Yep.
that thing? It fire up. I'm like, that's probably the most dependable machine he owns. That's an American built tractor, right? What's he got?
What my which one you talking about?
Fred Bone.
Huh?
Fred Bone.
Fred?
You know, he got that old tractor. That thing fire right up. It's a piece of crap, but it
Yeah,
works.
yeah, that old red one. I can't remember what it's called. They don't even make that brand no more.
That's nuts.
But what's nuts is you were still able to get parts for that. You could still get parts for that today.
Yeah.
The 1964 model, you can still get parts. If John Deere left, son, you're screwed.
Yep. A
That's
lot of
what
product gonna
happens.
get thrown away. It's gonna
That,
be a
that's
wrap.
that's what happens, man. When you let anything become too big, then they got leverage, man. And hey, I ain't trying to give no one no
Mhm.
leverage over me at all.
Hmm.
Hey, let me move on to something.
All right.
I don't even know how I remember this. Well, we was talking about something yesterday, and the word judgmental came up.
Okay.
And before we got on air, uh, we was talking about a certain individual.
Mm.
So it's an offspring to that individual.
An
And
offspring, as in a child of that individual.
yes,
Okay.
I'm speaking on the phone call. You got
Huh?
the situation. I'm talking about the situation you had to deal with today with certain people.
Got you.
You asked about art. I don't like it no more. This person is being judgmental.
Yeah.
Now, that's a
Yeah.
powerful word because I could think of different meanings from that one word.
Okay.
And one meaning is from that situation there. One meaning is victim.
Yes.
And I'll explain. I like art. You don't like no art. You ain't no good at it. So you go over here, and a person knows you have some talent and trying to push you
Right.
to become a better person. And then that word comes out.
Yes.
You're being judgmental. I wish I could elaborate more
No, I
so
get
that
it.
America,
Oh,
so that
yeah,
America,
yeah.
it's it's bad. I don't like playing music no more. Why? Because everybody's been doing it so much longer. I feel like I'm being judged.
But
So
her third chair, I mean, like them folks now got third chair, man. First time trying it. I don't know if anybody understands how spectacular that is.
yep,
How
yep.
spectacular that is. That is such an honor. That is such an honor. You are a beast, but
I'm playing
you
victim.
right though. You right though.
You accepted being a victim.
Yes.
So anything that anybody says, you're gonna take it on a negative note.
Hmm.
When they trying to help you, you're gonna take it as on a negative note because you really don't know what positive is about. And so you everybody is judgmental towards you. You're the victim.
Right. It makes me wonder if certain people in this world could ever survive playing sports. And now it makes me think about, where they came from and the ones that came before them and why maybe they don't even like sports because you can't survive sports without being criticized to the utmost. No matter what sport. Cheerleading, curling, I don't care what you're doing. Football, you're going to be talked to recklessly by many people all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you still got to compete. So certain people don't like that environment and they won't never even try to be special in those type of areas. It ain't got to be sport. Like, don't want to try the damn chess team, don't want to try nothing because you scared. You're scared of invisible people.
But
Who's going to judge
there's
me for anything? Who cares?
in that on the other hand of that, in that situation that we talking about, that individual is already being judged 10 times harder at home.
Hmm.
So there's only so much pressure a camel could take on his back. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're getting it head on direct, you assume that everything outside of that is approaching you the same way because you might hear some key words.
Right.
Why you not? Why don't you do better? And they trigger something,
Yes. Yes.
and it sends you into a point to where you think they're being judgmental,
Mm.
and they're not. They're trying to push you. You can do this.
I got a quick example of that, Pop. I really love that you said that. Great TV show. I grew up on Boondocks. I'm sure you remember me watching that many
Oh
days
man,
in the house.
yes sir.
Watching Boondocks, and there was an episode where the little boy, the little brother Riley, started an art class with a character who looked like Bob Ross. And the punishment was because Riley got caught spray painting houses. The punishment was you just draw one drawing at this guy's house and then you go home. That was the only rule. So Riley wanted to be smart. He like, okay, then boom, put some squiggly lines Said, all right, I'm finished. Walk out the door, hand the guy the paper. And the guy, the Bob Ross character, looked at the paper. He laughed at himself, balled it up, and threw it in the trash. And Raleigh got upset then. Oh, you ain't got to throw it in the trash. Now you care all of a sudden because he didn't care when he wrote it in the first place, when he drew it in the
Yep.
first place. You ain't had to throw it in the trash. Why you do all of that? He got upset. And the guy was just like, if we're gonna do this, then I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this around me. Like I don't want it. And he just told him the truth. I don't want this. You didn't put Raleigh on it. You did some BS, so I didn't want that, threw it in the trash. So Raleigh took it up the trash, went home and licked his wounds. He threw mine in the trash. He played victim. To the next day he had to come back, but he was forced to go back though, because it was his probation, quote unquote. That was his punishment. And eventually the guy won Raleigh over. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I see right there. You want to give me trash? I'm gonna throw it in the trash because that's where it belongs. That's
Where it
how
belongs.
people make the house clean. I can't have this trash around me. This is garbage. You want to do better? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Seriously. If I gave you a 2x4 and said, "Hey, Pop, here go a 2x4. Here go a 2x4. It's about 3 feet long. This is a God. What are we talking about? This is a door opener. You know what I'm saying? This a you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna use it for what it needs to be used for.
Yeah.
Garbage. I'm gonna burn it eventually, or I'm gonna cut it down, build, do something with it. Like this is what it's used for. This is
But
what it's used for.
I might make it into shillelagh.
No, I'm telling you, that's nice. That's nice. That shillelagh, ooh, that's called knotwood. You know about that knotwood? I see you, Paul.
Woo. Mm.
You know that knotwood at the handle. You got to get a big knot that's in the tree. That's what they are. Right up
Yep.
there, that's that niche tapper. That's
Yep.
shillelagh. Smoked. Ooh, wee. No, thank you.
But
No,
I understand, man. I'm just cutting the fool. I understand what you said, man. It's this
man.
is there's more to that child, man.
I got
That
a
child.
quick one. I'm about to pivot over to Pop. Brett Favre might be playing games. I don't know. I don't know. Brett Favre, while he was testifying to Congress about the role he played in that Mississippi scandal, where a bunch of money from the Mississippi government wound up going to his daughter's private high school, right? It was supposed to be for the poor people. I'm not exactly sure, but somehow government money got spent in the Brett Favre's project. And so now Brett Favre is testifying in front of Congress, and now he's claiming that he's got the Parkinson's disease, which
Oh
is probably
man.
true, could be true, but it's a good reason for y'all to look for. Like I'm a football player, and everything that I'm testifying on, I can't like my brain don't function right. I'm not sure what y'all talking about. So
Yep.
I don't know why that
Convenient.
came out, huh?
I said that's what convenient.
It's very convenient and very under the radar, which I think is
Mhm.
dangerous. I think every man needs to, and you know me, Pop man, dude. Brett Favre is still my favorite of all time. He's one of my favorite athletes all around. I think he might still be my favorite athlete ever. But if you cheated, bro, you need to go ahead and pay your dues. Everybody needs to pay their dues. And it's like, man, now we playing crazy, Brett. This the first we hearing about it through Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you go ahead and put out a promotion and say, I'm Brett Favre and let me put some money into the Parkinson's disease. Like, but we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So Brett's looking real nasty out here in his later days. But I can tell you one thing. We saw Bounty Gate, but we also saw his 20-year career. But we saw Bounty Gate, and we know Brett Favre was taking too many shots to the head, and they was killing them. They were killing the poor bastard. He might actually have Parkinson's. Brett Favre
Yeah,
was assaulted every game.
It's very well possible. I'm just saying it's mighty convenient. I'm not
Mhm.
saying he's lying. I'm not saying none of that. It's just convenient.
I got the Parkinson's. You know, my doctor gonna sign off on anything I need. Yeah,
Baby.
yeah.
Oh, baby.
I need you to sign off on this, doc. Whatever
Oh,
it might take.
word up.
Word up.
What
So Brett Favre's
is
going through his situation. I do want to get this one in. Go ahead,
Go
Pop.
ahead. No, go ahead. You
Um,
right.
I got two quick ones, and then I got the quick fire. I'm gonna cook some dinner. Um, so this is a United States port strike that might be starting as soon as October 1st,
Yep.
hitting 36 ports and
Yep.
um and affecting about half of our consumable goods, including cars and bananas, because bananas come from the Atlantic Ocean, across the Atlantic Ocean, a lot of the bananas. So like it's gonna be trouble soon. They don't come from the Russia side, they would come from the Africa side, if that makes sense. A lot of the bananas in in southeast South America also. So a lot of 2/3 of all of our bananas come in through the East Coast. And most of our German cars, of course, stuff like that. Um, that's gonna happen as soon as October 1st. So please be
Yep.
aware that our consumable goods are gonna shoot up crazy right before this presidential election. So please be careful. Don't buy a car in the next, I'd say, year. Seriously, do not buy a car. Stay away from the bananas and stock up right now on things that you know come from the Atlantic Ocean. Honestly, stock up on everything because it's about to get real. It's about to get real bad. Toilet paper,
Yep.
everything. Just stock on it right now. Right now,
Because
because eggs are going nuts right now. Have you gone? Well, you don't go egg shopping. Eggs are, are,
no.
are ridiculous right now. Eggs don't make no damn sense right now. So just be careful, y'all. Seriously, man. Be
Oh
careful.
God. No, I don't know nothing about that.
Hell no. That's bad. Now you gotta. Your issue is, damn, I can't keep up. I can't eat enough eggs. You know what I'm saying? They throwing them out. It's like you gotta eat eggs every day in order to maintain the house. So that's awesome, man. Fresh eggs every day. But a 12 pack was like $3.99 at Piggly Wiggly, and I said, yeah, I'm not buying no eggs today. I don't give a damn. Not that much. I don't care that much. Ain't no way. It's cheaper to buy chicks. Just buy the chicks, and then you'll just have birds later on. It don't make no sense.
That's
Anyway,
it.
uh, then the second one is that there's a man named Luis Albino, right? He was abducted from a park, Oakland Park, with his brother from in California in 1951. Right, he was separated from his brother while they were at Oakland Park. So his niece heard about an uncle that she always had that was abducted. So she decided in 2020, I'm gonna get a blood test done, one of them DNA tests done for fun. But she always knew about her uncle, and she pursued it for a while and tried to reach out, couldn't find him. Once upon a time, but come to find out, or excuse me, I'm sorry, she come to find out the DNA matched with 22% with a fella that existed on the East Coast, right? She reached out to him and then he didn't answer. But then she reached out again recently and pursued it and found her uncle. A man, like I said, who had been abducted by a woman back in 1951. The story hasn't come out of what happened with that man and how he lived his life, but his niece found her uncle, and that's Luis Albino. Shout out to Luis Albino. That's pretty fire, man. DNA testing actually doing some good for the humanity and not just sending
Yeah.
people to prison.
Yeah.
Right up.
That's what it was designed for, man. Things of that nature. But of course, they found the loophole.
Yeah, yeah. They found a way to monetize it. Of course, like
Yep.
everything, because nothing gets passed without being monetized. And also, God, man, we gotta stop being so mad at imaginary things. Find out. I just seen something, real Prepsy or something like that. I wish I knew the name. FDA is firing out these drugs. They okaying these drugs every day. And then when people catch fibroid cancer, they want to sue the company instead of holding the people responsible. These are the American people. Nobody said they wanted the FDA, but we got one. So if you're here, you do your damn job. So like, I'm tired of just suing the FDA. It's time for heads to roll. Like they keep passing these drugs without our permission. Who in the hell said the American people needs this stuff? Like who's voting for this? Who is voting for the leader of the FDA? Or is that a hired bureaucrat that's pumping drugs in our community? It's time to start getting mad about the right stuff, man. Instead of being mad, you want to fight somebody because you had a Raiders game and the Chiefs in town. You got to get your head right, man. We got to get our heads right, man. This is BS. So I'm waking up and smelling the flowers. As I told you, old man Wally did in front of me. Remember, I told you that story? I'm actually taking time to smell these flowers and realizing there's something very dark going on. Very dark. Very
Yep.
dark. So,
Actually, nobody's has ever sued the FDA. Now I'm gonna give you one of the biggest one of the biggest issues the FDA approved. This just one. Everything they approve comes back to fucking kill us. But
yes,
but Johnson and Johnson's baby powder. Wow. Not every child takes Ritalin or some for ADHD or whatever you want to call it.
right?
Every child alive
Yeah.
has had Johnson and well in America has had Johnson and Johnson's baby powder, dude.
And
And now
I want you to continue, please, Papa. Let me please piggyback on this. The boys, it may not affect so much because we didn't ingest it, but we don't know how many men were affected by that baby powder anally or through the penis. We don't know how many men got hurt from that. But also, it was killing our most valuable resource. It was killing the women. That's
yep,
it's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against
yep,
humanity. They were killing our women. So it's like,
yep,
how can we reproduce now? Like, if you kill the boys off, we've survived that before. We'll do fine. You can't kill the girls. And they pump that powder on the little girl because she's gonna catch a rash on herself. She's ingesting
dude,
that stuff.
dude, they do it to boys too.
Yeah, yeah,
Now there's secretion that comes out of a female's vagina,
yes,
and there's secretion that comes out of the rectum.
yes,
A boy has a rectum.
and a penis. Yes,
He have open holes.
yes. That's what I'm
So
saying. They
again,
haven't even done the research of how many men have been hurt from this yet.
if it affected one, what makes us think that it don't affect the second? We just don't think
Mhm.
about it. It's stupid. It had to have some effect on a boy. It had to.
That's
These are
terrible.
direct things into the body. Direct openings into the body.
Yes, yes.
It has to. They just say, oh, he died from colon cancer. That might be so, but I'm sure some of that powder got up in him as a baby.
All up in the booty. God, ingesting it. If you smell it, you're ingesting it anyway. We don't
Well,
know
you
how many
spray.
adults got sick from breathing that stuff in with them kids.
Yeah, it could be asbestos type. material.
Yep.
And we all breathe it. Lord knows I
I'm
put
telling
baby powder on all of y'all asses.
you. Yeah, yeah. I've done it. That's what I was taught. But that's why I'm
Yep.
waking up. I've done it with my nieces, my little sisters, my nephews.
Yep.
Hey man, damn, you didn't piss the pamper up. Damn. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Get the
you
little
wipe them down.
sprinkle, go
Yep.
play. You know what I'm saying? Hit him off with a fresh sprinkle. Word up. You kicking it with Uncle B for the day, but you gonna take a shower when your mama get home. She gonna wash you up when you go home. Word up. Hit them down. We don't know what these wipes is made of. We know what little girls do, man. What they got. They take a boo boo. They get all inside the front. You know what I'm saying? You gotta clean. You gotta clean the child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we put our life and trust in these baby wipes. Don't know what these baby wipes doing to these children. It's got this strong scent all up inside of it. Who knows what it's doing to them kids? You wonder why like they catching rashes? That's because man, dude, my junk's sensitive too. I can't do all that that body wash and all of that, man. Down up under. I got to, you know what I'm saying? It got to be natural soap down there. It's the jewels.
Yeah,
Jewels.
but you see, here's the thing. It's all the design, you know. Again, anything and everything, I could bring you back to a design, to the matrix of it. My great grandparents, my grandparents, they had cloths as today's modern pampers. They get
Yeah.
the little bobby pins in the cloth. And you know
Yeah.
what? There was none of this, all of this type cancers. But now they produce some, hey guys, we ain't got to work no more. We ain't got to work hard. You ain't got to wash that shitty diaper out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gonna make it easy for you. We gonna give you something disposable.
We're gonna get this gelatin stuff. When it pissing, it's God, who knows what that stuff's made of?
And I'm gonna give you these wet ones.
Yep.
You wrap it
Yep.
all in that disposable diaper and get rid of it all at one time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lazy ass people, they done it. Pampers is a $1 trillion business. They ain't going nowhere. Everybody having a baby somewhere right now.
See,
Everybody. But not everybody, but somebody's having a baby somewhere.
no, yeah, everybody having kids all over the place right now. Yes. Yes. People are having children all over the place. But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? I thank God I ain't had no kids yet, because stuff like that make me think. Because when I actually do meet the mother of my child, not my baby mama, but the mother of my child, I'm explain stuff to her like that. Like, listen, I understand it's convenient for you to have Pampers. Get the Pampers for emergencies when you go to the mall and you need to do a
Yeah.
quick do, whatever like that. I get it. But the boy
Yep.
walking around the house, we got 50 washable Pampers in here. You gotta wash that boy's shitty drawers twice a week. That's it. That's just the name of the game. You know, and more than that, if you crafting it, you gotta just you it's gonna require more work, but our boy's gonna be safe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's in this stuff. Like, or if I tell her, hey man, I want my boy to eat natural food. You pulling this. You know what I'm saying? I need my lady to be on board. Hey man, I told your ass not to bring that home, didn't I? Okay. All right, thaw out that so and so, and he gonna eat that. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
That's it.
man. We not eat. I seen some cotton candy the other day. It was Dr. Pepper flavored cotton candy. And I looked at the guy behind me in line. I said, "They want our kids dead. Like they have to want our kids dead." So I looked up
Yep.
the back, saw what it was: sugar and artificial sugar, and artificial flavor. That's it. Just give me a spoonful of sugar. It's actually healthier. Give me a spoonful of brown sugar. That's healthier. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Pepper flavored cotton candy. I'm not getting that for you. I don't care how much money I want it. I don't care. Shut up. Shut up. For real. I don't care. Word.
Filthy, yeah, filthy trash. That's what it
So
is,
here we
man.
go, Pop. Huh?
Let's do it. I said that's what it is, man. It's all the design to kill us up, man. The more they can kill, the more birth certificate bonds they can sell and trade, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they figure,
Last,
if they get you young, you die off by 20 max. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
You ain't nothing on your barn, but your barn steadily rising.
Yeah.
That's why they are Wall Street. Everything is stocks and bonds.
Mm. Tax and bonds. You ready? Bread and butter, as the boy used to say on Baby Boy. All
Yep.
right, Pop. We going down to quick fire, and then I'm gonna go ahead and eat dinner. These came off the dome for me, but I feel really comfortable with these. I like this certain set list. I'm trying to throw a curveball at you. Okay,
Hmm.
you ready?
Yep.
First word: chemical warfare.
Destruction as we know it. No, destruction like we've never, like my man do with his hands. Destruction, the lights of nobody's ever seen.
word, word. All right, artwork.
I have to have a taste for some of it.
Okay, okay. Soil,
Mother Nature,
pizza grease.
pizza grease. You said okay.
Yes.
Excellent when you're drinking.
But you gotta get your baking soda. That acid reflux jump on you real bad. Oh my
And,
god.
and if you notice though, that's a natural ingredient.
Yes, sir. Yep. Uppercut.
Mike Tyson,
Okay. Frisbee.
a lot. Oh,
Mirror.
I'm just so pretty.
Liquor cabinet.
It's a must have.
Right. Shindig shorties, and
Yeah.
short, short nights. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Shindig shorties and something. I'll come up with it. Heated blanket.
SES.
Yeah. Shindig shorties and some shacks.
Oh. Oh God.
um, heated blanket.
Wintertime.
Sunlight.
Vitamin D. Natural.
Movie direction. Oh, I'm sorry. What you say?
Na-
Natural.
Yep.
Okay.
Natural vitamin D. Ugh.
Movie director.
I have my favorites.
Okay. Last but not least, continental breakfast.
It's a must, but also
Yes.
depending on where you at, it's trash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. That's true. But even if I had a heavy night of drinking, I gotta go crawl out of bed at 7 o'clock, go get my little punk ass powdered eggs, and go back to sleep till about 10:30 and clock out at 11. But my breakfast is there. I had to get that because they stopped serving at 10.
The old fucking that old all of that shit is trash. But it's different than eating at an Airbnb. But breakfast is a must.
Yeah.
It's a,
Continental,
yeah.
if it's free, is my favorite breakfast. That's all I can say. I'll find a way to make a trash breakfast into a decent one. Y'all got toast. Y'all
Well,
got powdered eggs, and I guess these chump ass sausage patties. I don't even like patties. I like the links. I'll take 2 patties, man. Damn. Give me some
even
jelly.
you ever notice that bacon don't even taste like bacon?
Nah, nah, nah. It don't taste like bacon at all. It don't even look like real bacon.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
bring it, it's already pre-cooked,
Yep.
and all they do is warm it up. It tastes like shoestrings.
Golly. I guess I'll take a bacon.
Yeah, give me another slice.
When you go to
Uh,
McDonald's, I be joking with them for real. Honestly, I'm so funny. I'm so happy you said that because I be looking at the bacon slices in the bacon egg and cheese, and I'll go to McDonald's and be like, let me get a bacon flavor. Let me get a bacon flavor egg and cheese. It's like they spray it with bacon flavored spray. Like it ain't no meat on that damn biscuit, man. Word up. Give me a bacon flavored egg and cheese, huh? I meant to say a bacon egg and cheese. My fault.
ah,
Oh,
oh,
all right, Pop, man.
yes,
Another good episode, man. I'm gonna shut it down and start getting my little dinner ready, man. Your boy gotta get to it tomorrow.
yes, sir. Me too, man.
All right. I
All right,
love you.
man.
Talk to you very soon.
Yes, sir. Me too, man. A good show.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
One.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.